What is up, besties? It is your girl Karmic, back to you again with another video. To my regulars, thank you so much for caring about me, y'all. I am finally on the up and up, so if y'all got hit hard from that full moon, I'm right there with you, bestie. But in today's video, I saw the stabbing of the news. Y'all spammed me in the comment section, and so I broke this up into 3 sections today, so you got a 3-for-1 video. Woo! But basically what we covered in today's video is what was the motivation. Why did a 17-year-old do horrendous things? I also took a look at why the rioting happened. Dove into that one as well. And then I tied it in a pretty little bow because I know a few of you asked how Taylor Swift really felt about what happened. And so I tapped into her as well. To my Swifties or people that are just really in touch with that stuff, I'm going to need your help with the last part of the reading because I don't know what's going on in Taylor's life. I don't follow anybody like that. So as always, this is all alleged and for entertainment purposes only, bestie. There are 0 facts here. I'm just a crazy lady that talks to dead people with a stack of cards. You know what I mean? Like, how could she know anything? But as always, besties, thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page, and it's how I can continue to keep making these videos. What is up to my besties? Hi, regulars. I missed you guys. I hope that you're doing well. This video is not what I planned for this week, but we can still do a woo-woo reading potentially on Friday, so we'll see how it goes. But yeah, just to sum it up, this reading went a little conspiracy, but not in the way that you would expect. So this is a long reading. I know it's going to take a while, so if you don't have the time when this pops up, save it in your save for later, bestie. Grab a snack, grab a drink, learn how not to stutter. And enjoy the video. I mean, as best as you can. I dove into it. I saw what I saw. I got what I got. All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. I feel like there's a hair on my face and I can't find... Oh, there it is. Sorry. I'd edit that out, but I'm human. And I think we need to realize that being human is part of humaning. So yeah, without further ado, besties, if you want to book a private reading with me, my website's in the description box below. There's tons of reviews on my website, so thank you to everybody that leaves a review after getting a reading from me. I really appreciate the support. But without further ado, if you're new here, what I like to do before the pop culture section is to give you guys a general timeless message. You do not have to be spiritual. All you have to do is go internally and be like, do I feel like this message is for me? And if the answer is yes, then watch it. If the answer is no, then just head straight over to the pop culture section. So without further ado, all alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Do I look like Trump when I do this? All right, besties. I'm on some bullshit because I have energy again. I hope that you guys enjoy. Share it with your friends. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. I need to hear from y'all. Without further ado, besties, all alleged, what went down, why, let's get into it. All right, besties, so if you stuck around for the timeless general message, then this message is for you. So as always, thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. And if you're new here, smash that subscribe button. We would love to have you. If this does resonate, please let me know down in the comment section below. But whether this is your spirit team, passed on loved one, the universe, what message do they have for you today? Okay. Ace of Cups, 9 of Cups reverse, Knight of Wands. Spirit, please, with Death card on the back. All right, let's make this visually pleasing. I have a habit of looking off screen. My apologies. All right, Spirit team, tap me in. Ace of Cups, 9 of Cups in reverse, Knight of Wands. Are some of you trying to, this is for my singles, are some of you trying to manifest a relationship because this is looking like we need to become what it is that we want in order for us to make it happen? Because the 9 of Cups is in reverse, which is wish fulfillment. And I'm noticing how on the Ace of Cups, there's teardrops on her wrist. So it's giving me this vibe of like whatever it is that we're trying to bring in, if it's not relationship, then it might be like Maybe it's like freedom. Maybe some of you are trying to manifest a vehicle. I could see that too. Or a move, a trip even. But it's giving me like, again, it's like either you're trying to bring in love, or I'm hearing the song Heartless by Kanye. So maybe you feel like you're in a relationship where that person doesn't give you everything that you need. It's kind of giving me a reckless energy. Like maybe if you are in a relationship, remember, take this if it resonates. Don't let the rest take from you. There's a lot of people watching. But you could be dating someone who might be a little bit problematic. Maybe they don't put your needs first and you keep giving your love, but they're not. Yeah, because I'm hearing the song, Let Me Give Your Heart a Break. So if you're in a relationship, what I would say, if this fits, if you're in a relationship with someone that, yeah, I'm hearing the song, That's Not Fair. I feel like what you need to know is that it's not going to change with the Death card in reverse at the back of the deck. Yeah, because Two of Pentacles is in reverse right underneath it, which gives me the vibe of like, maybe we're settling because we don't feel like if we give this up, we'll find better. But again, take this if it resonates. So if you're in a relationship where that fits, where you feel like your spouse is a little bit reckless, a little bit heartless, maybe doesn't prioritize your well-being, Spirit's asking you to pour into yourself because the universe will respond to what it is that you want. So regardless of whether it's love, career, or lifestyle, whatever, it's like pouring into yourself with that Ace of Cups is going to get you the wish fulfillment that you want, because you will start to become what it is that you need. And when you become what it is that you need, you are a better energetic match to that. So say, for instance, you're either in a relationship that's toxic or you're not in one at all and you've dated people that are toxic. Spirit's asking you to start pouring into yourself to become what it is that you want. You have to be in the same resonance. So for instance, if you are trying to bring in a way of life, what can you do today to embody that? You know, say you want to be a tarot reader on YouTube, or say you just want to have your own business, or you want to leave your job or something like that. What can you do today to pour into yourself to make that happen? Because Rome wasn't built in a day, and every step that we take is a step in the right direction so long as we're trying. And that's kind of the message from Spirit here. It's like, we're not out to make your dreams fail. We want it to become a reality, but it requires you to do half the work. Just like, because I'm seeing the Six of Pentacles in my mind's eye, just like a relationship takes both parties, so doesn't like trying to manifest things that make you happy with that Nine of Cups in reverse. It's like, in order for you to receive it, you have to believe in it, become it to achieve it. That's kind of the message here. So whatever we are death gripping onto, maybe it's something where it's just more mental or more physical, where it's like we've been doing this for so long that it's become our routine, it's become a habit. So I think Spirit's kind of asking you to get out of your comfort zone. Maybe go out, because this is kind of giving me like extroverted energy too. Like, go out, have fun, have drinks with the girls, do what you got to do, feel your feelings, especially because you keep being drawn back to these teardrops. Release what doesn't serve you. This is really a strong message to become what it is that you want, so that you can be in alignment to it. So if you want a love that's fulfilling, what can you do to become fulfilling as a lover yourself? You know, if you want someone that is emotionally available, how can you embody emotional availability? If you want someone that, you know, pours into you, but you're not pouring into yourself, your internal will always reflect your external. So if you want someone that's loving, you have to become that. And if you're in a relationship that's healthy, then this would just be a message of whatever it is that you want to go after. Like, I could see this being like having financial freedom, because I'm seeing him on a road taking a trip and he's not really worried about like gas prices. You know what I mean? So if you're looking for financial freedom, again, it's the same thing. How are we talking to ourselves? Do we have this lack mentality? Do we believe that there isn't enough? Because you will attract what it is that you basically become. So Spirit's reminding me that it takes 21 days to make a habit. What do you want your life to look like? And what can you do today to start implementing either small or big steps to make that happen? Like I said, if you want a relationship, how can you become the best spouse so that when the best spouse comes in, you'll know that that's who it is? If you want financial freedom, what can you do today to make that happen? How can you pour into yourself so that maybe we aren't running away from ourselves and then using outside validation? And then we're like, for instance, let's say you're trying to get financial freedom, and you don't realize that a lot of it has to do with you pouring into yourself, because you're avoiding yourself. And when you avoid yourself, you buy too much stuff, you escape yourself. Let's say you drink, you drug, you party. Look at all that money going away, right? So it's like, in order to achieve whatever it is that we want with this Nine of Cups, we have to start by pouring into ourselves. We have to become the future that we wish to reside in. I hope that makes sense, especially with the death card being at the back of the deck. It's like when you stop resisting this change, that's when new is going to come for you. But you have to believe in it and you have to become it. So I'm going to leave it there, besties. Please let me know down in the comment section if that resonated for you at all. I love reading it and hearing that it did resonate. And if you want to book a private reading with me, my website is in the description box below. But I'm going to leave it here for the general message. And next we are going to take a look at this unfortunate event, this shooting, and hopefully I can get any form of information possible. But without further ado, besties, let's get into it. All right, besties, so now we are going to take a look at the shooting. I will try to get as much information as humanly possible. I'm going to start with the Dark Mirror Oracle to get some darker energies from this. As always, thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. And if you're new here, please smash that subscribe button. We would love to have you. We've grown so much this year. I'm so proud of our little community on the internet. But without further ado, Spirit, give me any information as to why this 17-year-old just decided to... Well, I keep saying a shooting, but I believe it was a stabbing. So if I fudge up the words, just go with it, all right? All right. Spirit, the 17-year-old. Oh, no. Yeah, I felt that. Huh? Okay, there's a lot going on here. First of all, you guys make fun of me because I always get this name wrong. I feel like his name is Tate. The kid from American Horror Story season 1 where he like shoots up a school, but he can't really like come to terms with it. And he's trying to do right, but he doesn't even realize what he did wrong type of vibe. I'm going to be honest, when that Naked Before the Stars card dropped, there's a double message here. One, it's giving me the same energy that I got from the reading that I did. Frick, I did it recently too. About trying to make a name for myself. What was it? The shooting. Oh my God. The assassination attempt at Trump. That one. It's giving me that same kind of vibe of like wanting to be seen, wanting to be known. With that Naked Before the Stars, this is giving me like fame. And with that being the first card to pull up, I'm not going to lie, y'all. I kind of feel like this is someone that is unfortunately mentally unwell. Obviously, if you're going to stab kids. I'm going to try to be careful with my words for this video. I don't want to get, But this is giving me an energy of like, I think there's a history of mental health issues with this person. I mean, not really shocking information. But I feel like part of his motivation was to be seen with Naked Before the Stars. I almost wonder if he was like bullied in school or something, because I'm seeing like the coming of age shows where like someone knocks the books out of their hands. So I almost kind of feel like he was bullied, or he was kind of like a dweeb with what I'm hearing. He might have been like nerdy or something, but it's giving me this vibe of like he was really angry at the time, because artificial heart's in the reverse. So it's not that I'm empty. And with 2 and 1 reducing to 3, that's like work, that's collaboration, that's teamwork. And it's giving me this vibe of like loner. I'm even being drawn to the black, which is kind of giving me the vibe of like, I might be aging myself here, but there was always a group that stood in the corner of high school that listened to like Marilyn Manson. It's kind of giving me that vibe. I think he was different, because I keep hearing the song, I'm different. Yeah, I'm different. And with fragmentation, it's giving me like the 2 and 7s reminding me of the 9 of Wands. So it's like, I feel like he had this defeatist mentality. The world's out to get me. Nobody loves me. I'm different. And I think with Queen of My World in the reverse being the back deck, it's possible that he got rejected by a girl. And 2 of 4 reduces to 6, which reminds me of like transition, but it's in the reverse, so it's blocked. So it's almost like, I almost wonder if a girl turned him down or something, and that could have been like the last straw, or it could be like a teacher he had a crush on, because I'm being drawn to like, I forget what TV show it was where like they had a crush on the teacher and it was like really inappropriate, but there's a bunch of TV shows like that. But it's giving me like women turn me down. It's really reminding me a lot of the shooter from Trump. I'm not going to lie. I'll try to link that reading in the description box, because I almost feel like I'm going to say a lot of the same things. So if you want to watch that video, it'll be in the description. But with Queen of My World in the reverse, and especially 4 and 2 reduces to 6, which reminds me of 6 of Swords, which reminds me of the internet. So it's like, if I don't matter, I'm going to find a way to matter. I think what we got is another kid that felt like they weren't worthy or weren't anything, and so they snapped to make a name for themselves. Again, I'm seeing like Dahmer. I'm seeing the fuck's his name? The dude that led everybody like a cult. Y'all, when I watch this, I yell at myself for not remembering the names. But yeah, Peaceful Among Thorns in the reverse. And this always reminds me of Ten of Swords to my regulars. So this is like a self-sabotage because I can't get my emotions in order. 4:44 on the clock. I feel like, yeah, envious gluttony in the reverse. You know what I think? I think he wasn't allowed to have a proper childhood. I don't know what the story's going to be with his parents, and I really don't care because parents can... Oh, I just said Karen. Isn't that funny? So maybe there's something up with the mom because I just said Karen. Think Karen, like TikTok Karens. But I feel like he just kind of reached a breaking point. Look at another 9, 9. These are just numbers of like about to give up. And envious gluttony in the reverse kind of gives me the vibe of like, I think he has an issue with innocence because he didn't get to have his youth. Now, that could mean anything from like his parents were never around, he had a babysitter, to his parents were entirely neglectful and he felt alone. I don't know. Haven't pulled tarot. If it comes up, I'll let you know. All legend, no facts. But with envious gluttony in the reverse, with downcast pride, I'm telling you, this kid's probably bullied. He's probably a bullied kid, jealous of youth. You know how, like, because Spirit's trying to draw me to bring this. I was trying not to bring it up. When I was very detached from my inner child, Disney movies used to trigger the fuck out of me. Like, if someone put on a Disney movie for their kid or whatever, I would zone out my phone. I didn't want to watch it. And I realized years later that it was because I never got to really be a kid. I was a parentified child. So it would trigger the fuck out of me. So I have a feeling that he gets triggered by children, youth, innocence, because he feels like, yeah, I'm hearing the song, Can You Take It All Away, when you shoved it in my face. Honestly, I think he was a ticking time bomb, and I think the innocence of these children was exactly what set him off. It's almost like you get to live your life happy and I don't. You get to have a healthy childhood and I don't. You get to live and be excited and I don't. Yeah, the child I was meant to be, it's like, this isn't fair. Why do you guys get a life and I don't? Look, revenge right underneath it. So it's like, and there's literal knives on it. So it's like, fuck you. How dare you? I think he wanted to make a name for himself because he was tired of not mattering. That's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. Also, if anything does come up about him being a Taylor Swift fan, I don't feel it full force, but it is possible with Naked Before the Stars being the first card, because that is a card about celebrity. But I'm drawn more so to how many 9s are coming out, which is giving me the vibe of like, I can't take it anymore. I'm about to snap. So I think he was mentally unwell. I feel like that goes without saying if you're going to stab some kids, but I think there was a really strong trigger in regards to like youth and innocence because he feels like he didn't get to have that. I feel like he might have come from like middle to low class. Maybe he couldn't afford to do extracurricular activities, or he was just kind of like a weirdo. Because I keep hearing, oh my God, wow, I'm drawing a blank. Creep? Oh my God, wow. Because I'm a creep and I'm a weirdo. What the hell am I doing here? I don't belong here. I don't know who really sings it because I like a cover song that I found online. So I can't think. I think it's called Creep, but I could be wrong. It's giving me the vibe of like, you know, he felt like an outsider and he didn't like kids being kids. That's kind of the vibe so far. But let's take a look at the cards. All alleged, no facts here. Let's get into it. All right, bestie. So let's take a look. What was the motivation? Why did this happen? And any other information we can get. All alleged and for entertainment purposes only. Again, if you are new here, please smash that subscribe button. We would love to have you. And thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page, and it's how I can continue to make these videos. All alleged. Let's go. All right. Letting go. Okay. Grief, okay. Conflict, all right, why? Out of my element. I told you, there's something about a woman here. Did he have like a girlfriend break up with him? Did he... I don't know how much they're actually going to tell us because he is technically a minor. I think that is kind of dependent on what state he lives in, but from the 5-second Google search I did, it said he was a minor. So letting go, grief, Five of Wands. There's a lot of change happening in his life right now. I mean, is he graduating high school? Did he just graduate high school? Because this is giving me the vibe of like self-sabotage because I'm scared to grow up. Yeah, because I'm hearing this song, I'm aging myself. I don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid, which obviously he's not, but oh my God, am I double his age? Close. Anyway, ooh, I felt old. Anyway, Queen of Swords. Spirit, is that another woman? Is it possible? Hold on, let me pull more before. Is it possible a girl told him to do this? Because Queen of Swords is someone who's an intellect. They think, they don't feel. And then Six of Pentacles right now, right next to it, is like an agreement. It's a contract. It's an exchange. Out of my element, Five of Wands. Is it possible a female told him to do this? Or is he the female? Because I did set the intention that he would be an air sign because of the sword. I know it's kind of fucked up, but it's how I can figure out who he is because they're not going to release anything. I feel like he was rejected by a woman. I really do. This is giving me like, you know the TV show You, obviously. I'm being drawn to the TV show You. I wonder if he had a fixation on a girl and she might not have even realized how deep it was. Because you know what else it's reminding me of? The Idaho 4 murder group thing. The college thing. I did a reading on it. I'll put it in the description box too. But it's kind of giving me like, is it possible that he liked a girl that didn't even know that he existed? Or maybe she turned him down? Because there's something here about a woman. I felt it before I even pulled the tarot. I also want to point out that I cannot sit still for the life of me. Like I have moved like 50 times, which I move, but not this much. Which is telling me that his energy is very like antsy. I wouldn't even be shocked if he's an Aries or has ADHD or an Aries placement somewhere because it's like his energy is very all over the place. I feel like he might have... Is he a dork? Like, I don't mean to be rude here. If they ever release his picture, I feel like he's an outcast. I mean, it's usually not the lead football player that stabs a bunch of kids. But just to point it out, it is what I'm getting. Four of Swords is like rejection. Seven of Cups is like, I'm being realistic now. I don't have another choice. There's no other road to take. And Nine of Pentacles is an independence card. So if that came up after this woman, I feel like he might have offered a woman something. Either he offered a woman like, hey, like, let's date or something like that. Or the conspiracy side of she could have told him, hey, you do this and I'll take you and I'll be with you. But I don't feel that as much. There's something to do with a woman here. I feel like he might have snapped because a woman said no to him, or it's kind of giving me like, yeah, because I'm hearing the song, it's country. You're not in it for love. I'm out of here. There's something going on with a female. Oh, no. Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding? Bro. The way I want to just smash everything right now. I feel like he got rejected. Page of Wands is like, it's giving me a sneaky card. Like, you told me you would, but you didn't. Three of Wands, other people. Emperor, I feel emasculated. Is it possible that some girl was humoring him and then picked somebody else? Because that's the vibe. I feel like he might have snapped over a woman. And how he felt emasculated with this Emperor card in reverse. I think there's a woman that he was interested in. I feel like she either said no or toyed around with his emotions. Yeah, because, oh my God, what song is that again? Spirit Team. Told me lies when someone else was on your mind. What you do to me. Can't take what you did to me. Oh, Heartbreak Hotel. Oh my God. Please tell me someone knows that song in the comments. Let me know. That's such, oh my God, that's such a bop. Oh my God. Yeah, here I sit, trying not to cry, asking myself why you do this to me. Why do I feel like this was all about a girl? All about a girl. Wheel of Fortune's an opportunity. Page of Cups, I'm detached. Knight of Pentacles, I'm tired of putting effort into this. This is giving me like, you know that song that went viral on TikTok? It's like, fuck you and your mom. It's almost like some girl either led him on or said she wanted to be with him, but she wanted to be with someone else. He felt emasculated and it was like, you know what, fuck you. And it's almost like he got trigger happy. Because it was like the straw that broke the camel's back. There's something about a woman here. I said what I said. The only other way I could read it is I did set the intention that he would be a swords person considering, and then a queen of swords comes out, but I'm not getting that that's him. The emperor reversed, however, is very loudly saying emasculation. Cyclical behavior. I don't want to let go. I need to create a foundation for myself. Honestly, y'all, what video did I say this in? My most recent video, Kamala versus Trump. I did a prediction on the future of the country, and I said that we were going to see a lot more, what's it called? Natural disasters and stuff like that, and people are going to be losing their mind. Remember how I said we need to turn off the internet because of stuff like this? This is going to continue happening. It's going to continue. We're going to be seeing more. I hate to say it, but it's true. I'm seeing it. We're going to see more school shootings. We're going to see more people lashing out because everybody right now, the collective, not everybody, but the collective as a whole is in a scarcity mindset. Everybody's feeling like, I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. I can't depend on my government. I can't depend on my family. I can't depend on money and my job. I can't depend on with inflation, blah, blah, blah. I feel like this is an unfortunate event of a 17-year-old who took on the weight of the world. I feel like he might have either been a parentified child or his parents didn't really understand him, because I'm hearing Will Smith's old song, Parents Just Don't Understand. So it's like there's some sort of divide with his family. I'm telling you, he's like the oddball or something. But it's like, I feel like he reached this point where it was like, fuck it, there's no way out of here. I almost wonder if he watched the assassination attempt and saw how much press that kid got and was like, oh, me too. Like, that's almost the vibe. Like, does that mean he actually was part, like, he saw the assassination attempt and was like, ooh, good idea? I don't know. Maybe it's literal, maybe it's more metaphorical, but it's giving me this vibe of like, well, I don't matter anyway to anyone, so I might as well make a name for myself. This reads so much like the assassination attempt reading I did. I will make sure to link these other readings that are very similar so you can see how similar they are, because this is, y'all, this is going to continue to happen because of the political climate that we're in, because of the inflation, all of it. People don't know how to cope. That's the problem. Most people don't know how to cope with what's going on because mental health prior to 2020 it didn't even matter. So what we're seeing is the opposite of evolution of humans because of what's going on. Because I feel like he snapped. I feel like he was already stressed out. I feel like he probably didn't know where he was going in life. It's giving me like those coming of age movies where it's like, yeah, I could go to this college or that college, but I don't even know who I am. And maybe I just want to surf all day and play the guitar. Like, I don't feel like he even knew who he was. And I feel like he got turned down by a woman. This feels like a crime that was not at all planned. It's almost like if he were to get, again, this is an example. I don't know how literal this is, but this would be like if he was interested in this girl for a real long time, and then he finally had the courage, and then he hit on her, and then he found out that she made fun of him for hitting on her, and it turns out that she was using him to get his answers for math class, and she's actually interested in someone else, and then he felt emasculated, and then he snaps, motherfucks everybody, and then he has a plan, but he really doesn't have a plan, and then he walks by a dance class, and he sees all this innocence, and it pisses him off because he's angry, and he snaps. Like, that's the vibe. Like, that's the vibe. And I'm sorry to laugh, but it makes the energy a little bit easier on me. I feel like this was a crime of passion. Like, that's what I keep hearing, crime of passion. I don't think it was premeditated. I don't think there's any conspiracy involved, because I know people love to be like, well, did someone from the higher ups pay him so that it's something for the news? No, I feel like this is exactly the problem that we have in society. Mental health is not being dealt with. I'm sorry, but it's just like, I've been bitching about mental health since, like, I don't know, 2012, and people have been telling me to shut the fuck up since that time. So yeah, here's a woman again. He's not even coming up in the spread yet. What does that tell you? It's not working. I ignored my intuition. She's not interested in building with me. There's something about a woman here. There's a woman. Eight of Wands is fast. The Sun, I'm depressed. Strength, my ego is hurt. This has everything to do with his ego and a girl turning him down. I don't care what anybody says. I don't. There's so much female energy. This is like, I don't know, again, I don't know if it's literal, but like this reminds me again of these coming of age movies where like the nerd hits on the popular girl. Like he decides to take a chance and then the popular girl obviously laughs at him because that's social dynamics and then he loses his shit. Like that's the vibe. I took my chance, Cupid's arrow on this Eight of Wands. I took my chance. I was let down. My pride's hurt. Strength card, ego. Chariot, so I'm going to take off. Yeah, when I put that down, I saw the SpongeBob meme. All right, I'm going to head out. Knight of Swords, here he is. Okay. Impure intentions, aggression, negativity. Ace of Pentacles. If I can't have you, I'll let you see what you're missing. Yeah, because now I'm hearing the song. I can't write one song that's not about you. Can't think. Everything is nothing if I can't have you. This is about a girl. Yep, now I just heard the song. This is a story about a girl. Yeah, Lover's card. What did I tell you? I gave an offer to create a new beginning with you. Love. But King of Wands reverse, I'm aggressive now. Why? It didn't happen. I had to move on. So now I got all this anger and don't know what to do with it. This wouldn't shock me if, like, he carried a pocket knife and it wasn't even planned. Like, that's kind of the vibe. It's almost like I hit on a girl. She says no. I'm infuriated. I'm embarrassed. I'm emasculated. I'm walking down the street. I look to my right. There's a group of children being happy. Fuck you for being happy. And then I snap. Like, that's the vibe. It's like, your innocence triggers me. Your happiness triggers me. Your ability to smile. What the fuck are you smiling for? Life is just full of pain. How dare you? Like, you ever been triggered before? Well, his trigger steroids were at 1,000. So this is why I preach in all of my videos to meet yourself at your core so that obviously you're not going to, you know, if you're following me, I sincerely doubt this is going to be your outcome in life. But this is why we have to heal. You know what I mean? This is a sad story, but this is shit we're going to continue to see because our world has to fall apart in order for it to come back together. So why'd he do it? Lover scorned is what it feels like. What's the back deck? Oh, it's a woman. It's a female. It's almost like I said that. The truth. Justice in reverse. She turned me down. Queen of Wands, an attractive woman, turned me down. It's not fair. Justice in reverse. The moon card is I can see clearly that she's a bitch. Queen of Wands in reverse. He got turned down by a female. Eight of Swords, victim of circumstances. Two of Swords, I got cut off. Nine of Wands. Remember all the nines in the beginning? Nine of Wands is the back deck. I'm exhausted. That's like one last hurdle. So it's giving me like, yeah, that song, everything you say to me takes me one step closer to the edge and I'm about to break. Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like I created my own prison. He wasn't thinking, if that helps anybody. It wasn't like he had a plan. This wasn't a plan. It was like a freak out. It was like a fuck you. But I think like when he passed the studio, it's almost like he was walking and he was pissed and he saw them and it just snapped. I think something in his mind went, now they'll know me. Like that's kind of the vibe. So I don't know if he's like a full blown, I love serial killers. It's kind of just giving me more like, I don't matter. I see innocence. It triggers the fuck out of me. Now here's an opportunity to matter. I don't think he was thinking. I mean, he's 17. But yeah, guys, that's what I'm seeing in regards to his motivation. There's a woman that turned him down. And I think that was the straw that broke his back. I think that he was interested in someone. And I think that she like played nice too, because it's reminding me a lot of these movies where like the guy ends up trying to kill her because it's like, you liked me. And she was like, I was just being nice because I was uncomfortable. So I wouldn't even be shocked if this girl like, she probably made fun of him behind his back. I'm going to be honest. It feels like old school, you know, jocks making fun of the nerds type of thing. But I feel like she might have let him off gently. But he just was very fragile. It's giving me It's giving me Pisces, Aries energy. I wouldn't be shocked if he has like a Pisces moon, a Venus in Aries, Aries sun. But it's just like, I'm not thinking, and I'm just reacting is kind of the vibe of this. I'm just reacting. I don't think there's any plans. I don't think there's any conspiracy here. All right, besties. So we are going to finish this to see if we can get any and all information we can about the riot. I don't know what's going to come out just because I know they're saying that it's far right stuff, something to do with Andrew Tate. I think that's his name. It's getting really confusing for me because of the American Horror Story dude. But let's just see if we can get any information about the riots, anything. I don't know what you guys want, but I set the intention because I remember your comments. So all legend for entertainment purposes only. Thank you to everybody that sits through 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page, and it's how I can continue to make these videos. If you're new here and you haven't subscribed already, bestie, why? We have such a good time here. You should join. You're more than welcome. And comment down below anything that you guys know. I did not expect to do this reading today. We will do a woo-woo reading eventually. I'll get there. But I guess we're doing this. What do we need to know about the riot, Spirit? Definitely something to do with bad leadership. They said this was something to do with like conspiracy, right? Kind of agree. Because Four of Pentacles are holding on to something, but Page of Pentacles in the reverse is giving me the vibe that like you're not getting the information accurate. And with King of Wands, that was really weird. My power just, did you see that? My power just like went off and on again. That was really weird. There's no reason that was supposed to happen. I don't know what the point of that was. That felt fated. I don't know why though. Whatever. Anyway, King of Wands in reverse gives me like shitty leader vibes. Star card is in the public eye. Six of Pentacles is like contract, right? So it's kind of giving me this vibe of like, you don't know how to rule our country. This is definitely giving me your average looting situation. Fuck Biden, King of Cups. And I'm not saying that. That's the vibe I'm getting here. The Four of Pentacles, I'm noticing how he's all withered away. Wow, I really do think these are far-right extremists. Or at least they're people that don't like Biden. The star is the public eye, though. So I do feel like they saw stuff on the internet and they ran with it. Because with the Page of Pentacles, they're reading a book. So I kind of agree with the news headlines for once. I feel like something was said by someone and they kind of ran with it. But again, these rioters, these looters are just people that aren't actually passionate about the cause. It's more like I'm angry and I don't know where to put that energy. And it's almost like, it's kind of giving me like freedom fighter energy, but not like healthy freedom fighter. It's more like this world's going to shit. What are we going to do about it? Opportunistic is what I would say this is. These are your average, everyday, cold, calculated people that don't give a fuck. Four of Pentacles, greedy. Were stores smashed into? I'm assuming that comes with rioting, right? Because this is giving me like... You know what I keep seeing in my mind's eye is the movie Purge. I feel like some people thrive in negativity and then they see an opportunity to be negative in public and they just take it. Like that's kind of the vibe here. They're going under the guise of like the leadership's corrupt and Biden is dead and he's not even involved in this anymore and we can't trust the government and we have to take it back into our hands. And like I agree with some of those thoughts, but rioting, no. Like, and the Six of Pentacles is also reminding me, is one of the theories that someone paid this guy to do it is everybody's excuse like, oh, this is a setup because they want the kids killed or something like that, because no. Like I see Snopes in my mind's eye and it's like, fact check, wrong. Like, no, this was just a really sad event because of the society that we're living in today. Why is anybody shocked by this energy? Like, I don't really understand how people are shocked that stabbing and fighting and rioting is happening in a time like today. But whatever. Strength is a pride card. These are just miserable people. Misery loves company is what I'm hearing in my mind. Misery loves company. I think these are just your stereotypical wingnuts. Honestly, I agree with what the news is saying. Regardless of what side they swing heavily to, there's always extremists of every group, right? So I'm hearing the song "We're Not Gonna Take It Anymore." I feel like that was the motivation for the people in the riots. I think these people are giving Alex Jones energy where it's like, and no shade to him, but, and here's the thing, right? And I've said this to you guys before. The problem is when someone lies to you so much, aka your modern day gov, you can't trust them when they tell the truth because it's narcissism, right? When someone lies to you all the time, you know, crying wolf, draw me to crying wolf, the boy who cried wolf. When the government tells us the truth, a lot of people just still don't believe them because how many times do they lie to us? You know what I mean? So I feel like this was one of many times, and it'll happen again in the future because of the energy that we're in right now, where one person will say something online that has a blue check mark, and they'll be like, I knew it because the government's crooked and they're driven by, you know, reptilians and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, what I'm seeing in my mind's eye is every ending of Scooby-Doo where the monster is actually the person you always knew. It's like you're the banker down the street. It's like we, as humans, especially if, you know, you're tapped into your empathy, we can't understand cruelty because that's not how we move, right? And so the problem is when we see something that cruel, we feel the need to find an answer. And sometimes the answer we're looking for is only to fit our ego and our narrative, and it's not necessarily for the reason of truth. And what I'm seeing is a bunch of people that don't trust their government, rightly so. And so they saw someone post something conspiracy related because someone else had an opinion because they don't trust the gov, and they fucking ran with it because they trusted the person with the blue check mark more than they trusted the gov because the gov lies a lot. So, I mean, shit like this is gonna happen. Like, I hate to say it. If you want to blame someone, point at the higher ups. Why aren't things changing? If we see any common theme with all of this, it's that mental health is a fucking crisis. Like, duh. Like, everybody involved in this has mental health issues. The kid, the people in the riots, all of them. Knight of Wands reverse. It's like, I'm going to fix this then. I'm tired of this shit. I also think that some of them joined in just to have fun with like-minded people. I think it was like, ooh, let's loot and cause a chaos. This is just giving me like purge energy. It's like all the negativity people that really wanted to be negative finally found a reason to come together to be negative together. That's the vibe of this. This feels straightforward to me, y'all. I'm sorry. Seven of Pentacles, I'm biding time. I'm seeing what my options are. This is like, I have anger and I don't know where to put it. Oh, I found a place to put it. That's the vibe. Honestly, I feel, I keep being drawn to how Alex Jones went viral for saying that the fish are gay. Like, don't get me wrong, I actually kind of like Alex Jones, but that's what I'm being drawn to. Like, you know, when you've just kind of fallen too far down the rabbit hole and now you just can't see the truth at all anymore because you're like, I've been gaslit so much, I can't see up from down. Well, that's your modern day riot. Like, I don't think there's anything here about like, because I know a lot of you are going to be like, well, was this riot set up? Like, was this caused for panic and chaos? And no, this is what is the opposite of evolution? This is the de-evolution of humans because they don't feel safe. When you don't feel safe, you don't act rationally. What I see here is a shit ton of people that don't feel safe. They feel angry. Their energy is shit to be in. Like, Queen of Swords, you're not telling the truth to the public. This is another scare tactic because you want to kill the children. It's not true. The government's not lying. I'm sorry. They're not. You know I would say something. This is like people taking justice into their own hands. Do they feel like this shooting was set up? Because that's kind of the vibe here. It's almost giving me like, this feels more like a metaphor, but if it's literal, run with it, I guess. This is giving me like, the blue team paid someone to start the shooting so that they can get on gun control. Like, that's That's the fucking vibe. It just feels so irrational. Like, I know, you're like, Mindy, you talk to the dead. How do you believe in rationality? Because I am still a human being. And just the absolute... I think they're also pissed about Kamala being an option, too. Because I'm being drawn to the Queen of Swords, and it's reminding me of how I felt, how Kamala seemed cold. I feel like the people that started the riots feel like they don't have control over their lives, so they have to take the control into their own hands. This is just... Guys, sometimes it's not a big conspiracy. Sometimes this is just, unfortunately, all of the ways that not dealing with your mental health can unfold if it goes unchecked. Five of Wands, let's take the fight to the streets. Justice, because you guys are lying to us. Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, okay. Yeah, these are conspiracy wingnuts. I'm sorry. I'm bummed. I was kind of hoping that wasn't the case because they make people like me look bad. And you and I that believe in other things. But this is like, we got to take the fights to the streets because our government's causing the problem, which I don't get at all. Who made a post about this? Like, what was the post? Because this is reading to me like someone set them off to believe that this was a staged event. That's kind of the vibe. And it's like, if the blue team wins, we're all gonna die. Like, that's the vibe. And listen, like, I don't know. You guys know where I kind of stand on all of this. Fuck them all, to be honest. But, oh God. Eight of Swords. Victim of circumstances. King of Pentacles, because I read something from someone I'm actually a fan of. Is this a bunch of fucking Andrew Tate followers? Is that what's happening here? I don't know his sign, but that's kind of the vibe it's giving me. Isn't that his name? The wannabe alpha male. The most fragile ego I've ever seen. Okay. The Hermit, out of my element. Four of Swords. I feel like I've been rejected too. So I want to get involved. Page of Cups. This will just be playful. No big deal. We'll just smash a few mirrors. Smash a few windows. It's not a big deal. Like, that's the vibe. Yeah, it's like I'm doing it for the cause. It's reminding me of like martyr energy. I'm doing it for the cause. Honestly, y'all, this is just people with mental health issues not dealing with their shit, acting fucking crazy. I don't know what else to tell you. And I don't mean to laugh. Obviously, this is a serious... Yeah, I just heard Will Smith. Daddy, this is a sensitive subject. I'm very aware of that. I just think the idiocy of everybody involved is just really high. Like, that's all. And no shade, but it just seems like the rioters were looking for... They were... Yeah, because I'm hearing the song, give me one reason to stay here. I think that these people... And don't get me wrong, there's bad guys in every bunch, so please don't twist my words. But I feel like these were your stereotypical Trump supporters. We're all going to die if the blue team wins. Fuck, Biden's not half in the grave now. Now we got to worry about Kamala. Now they're... setting us up and they're getting their narratives ready to go and they're causing the death of children because they want us to lose our rights, and it's so ignorant. I'm so sorry, but it's just stupid. I'm so sorry, but it's stupid. I mean, their fear is valid, but it's just what they're making up in their minds is bullshit. Yeah, I agree with everything the news said. They must have been watching or some twittering or whatever of some right-wing nuts, because that's exactly how this reads. Hangman in reverse, I want to be a martyr. Page of Cups, I'll do something playful, but, you know, if it gets bad, I'm just working through my emotions here. I'm childish. I'm not really thinking through. I can't trust my gov. What else am I supposed to do? Spirit's really telling me that you're going to keep seeing this shit. So again, it's just better to turn off the news. There's going to be more pew-pews. There's going to be more riots. There's going to be more conflict. There's going to be more people trying to take down the gov. There's going to be more of this because the world's not getting better. It's got to get worse so that the people can take their power back. But it's going to continue looking like this. So my best information for you would be to turn off the news, because everybody's losing their damn mind, but you don't have to. You don't have to. All right, before I wrap it up, Spirit, anything else? You already see what's going on. People are not handling it well, what's happening in politics. And it's like, how do I take it into my own hands? How do I become the freedom fighter? Biden's gone. Now we got to worry about other people. How do we bloom? How do we grow? Like, I'm hearing stupid, dumb shit. Like, what about our borders and bring money back to the people? And it's like, well, fuck, first of all, yeah, but we got bigger issues than that right now. Like, we can't even, first of all, if we cured mental illness, most of our problems would subside because we'd be healthy and we could figure shit out. But, yeah, these are extremists. Knight of Pentacles, nothing's changing. I know what to do. Take matters into my own hands and start the change. Be the change. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with everything the news said. Wow. Shocking. See, but that's the point. This right here, y'all, this is the fucking point. Because we can't trust them when they tell the truth, a lot of people don't believe them, which is why shit like this is going to continue to happen. We lost faith in our people, and because we can't trust them, we got to go to people like me so that you can verify whether or not they're telling you the truth or not. They did this to themselves. The uppers did this to themselves. But unfortunately, we're going to see a lot of people, unfortunately, throughout the next few years, we're going to see more of this. So the best thing you could do is turn off the news. That's all I got for you. Ace of Pentacles. This is like an opportunity. Everybody here is an opportunist. That's one thing they have in common. The shooter and the rioters. And then Five of Pentacles is, I feel like you're abusing your power. What about me? What about my money? What about my... Because look at this. This reminds me of like a homeless person. It's like, our government wants us to die. Like, that's the vibe. Which, like, watch more of my videos. You'll know. But Two of Wands is like, where do we go from here? And that's the back deck energy. So it's like, how do we take control of the world in our own hands? This is just unfortunate. King of Swords in reverse. Okay, there's Trump. Eight of Pentacles. He wants to put work back into the... I think these are people trying to fight for Trump. They're extremists. I agree. I'm sure there's people that weren't Trump fans but just got involved for the sake of getting involved. But I think that there's a predominant group in here. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't think Trump was involved in this at all. So I don't want to hear anything about that in the conversation, because the last time I read Trump, he had a whole different energy. So he would never want this to happen. But I think you got a lot of people that misinterpret what Trump says, and they feel like, almost like, not a peasant, like a worker bee. I can't really think of the word. It's almost like I'm hearing what Trump says because he's a Gemini, but I'm misinterpreting it because I'm a page. I'm not a king. And then I'm putting it into my own hands. I'm getting the work done. Eight of Pentacles. But with Trump being in the reverse, it's like, he didn't really say that. You're misinterpreting what he said. So this reads like extremists. I know I didn't mean to forget this, but I know real quick, a lot of you wanted to see if Taylor actually did give a shit. I would be shocked if she didn't, because regardless of how messed up Taylor's life situations are, I can't imagine her not caring about children. But real quick, I'll look at it. All right, final. I did not mean to go this long, but whatever, it is what it is. So thank you to everybody that assisted 30 seconds of ads. It's a free and easy way to support my page. It's how I can continue to make these videos. If you are new here and you sat through this far and you haven't hit subscribe, come on, bestie. Join the club. Join the party. We're honest here for the most part. Honest Abe. All right, how did Taylor feel? I got to say something. What? She cares. I think there's something to do here with management, though, with the King of Wands showing up. Because Eight of Wands reverse is like a delay. It's a setback, obstacles. So I do think that she had to talk with, like, her press or whoever runs her shit first. To make sure that what she said was politically correct. Because I've seen this before. The higher up you go, the more you don't really have rights to what you're going to say. Because I'm seeing my Hitch scene where there's a board of directs of white old men that get to say what she can and can't do. So I do feel like she had a conversation with, like, her publicist or whoever the fuck first. Because it's like she needs to get the go-ahead from someone else first. But, yeah, she does care. Ace of Cups, she wanted to offer her support emotionally. The Devil card, I can't believe this happened. This is so dark. Five of Swords, the conflict that's going on right now. Yeah, it does bother her. Nine of Pentacles, relationships, okay. Cups. What? What? Did this just become a fucking Taylor reading? I swear to God. Wait. Wait, first of all, what? Wait, what? Hold on, pause. What? Hold on. Hold on. Is this going to end up being a long-ass reading? I didn't sign up for that. But you guys did. I hope you enjoy. Relationships, options, higher. Why does this feel like she's looking for an opportunity to leave Travis? What does this have to do with anything? Spirit, why the Death card, the Emperor, and the Empress? I think part of her... I don't know why they're telling me this. I think part of her likes this because this gives her an opportunity to look healthy again. Because it's giving me this vibe of like, I always get bad press. I always look bad with Travis. I don't know that she still wants to be with him. The Hierophant's in reverse. I mean, Emperor and Empress right next to each other is very loud, especially with the death. Look at this. 4 major arcanas to my tarot readers. 4 in a row. This is a couple. Emperor and Empress. Death card refusing to change. I think she's trying to look for an out. But I don't know why. Wait. 6 of Pentacles. Ace of Wands, regrets. Oh my God. I almost wonder if this kind of like woke her up a little bit. Because, you know, like she had to dance and stuff. I mean, it's kind of a reflection of her, right? It's like, what? It's a dance studio for Taylor or some shit like that. Because it's giving me like regrets, holding on to shit, the youth. I think it humbled her because, you know, kids dying, like that really fucks you up inside. And I think, because it's drawing me back to the assassination attempt at Trump and how his energy kind of changed after it because it's like near death and it's like you realize how lucky you are to be alive. I kind of feel like she had one of those moments too because it's like, oh my God, the innocence. Oh my God, the children. Oh my God, the death toll. I think it kind of woke her up a little bit. I think she's kind of getting to this place where it's like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I think she's got a lot of regrets. And I think she's also upset that she can't just speak freely. I don't think she's happy with Travis. I've been saying that. You could just search my name with Taylor Swift. I have a whole playlist dedicated to her. But it just seems like because she's so prideful, she won't release the relationship. All right, Spirit. 5 of Cups, King of Cups, 3 of Cups. Oh, no. 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 Are you serious? Fuck, really? I don't know how to say this. I can't believe, first of all, I read her so many times. I can't believe that I never got this before. Secondly, I even paused the video to use other forms of divination to verify that this is what I'm getting. Guys, you know how I've said that, like, there's like a network going on where it seems like celebrity is in bed with the gov, in bed with like Amazon, big companies. Like it seems like they're all kind of tied in like some own weird web. This is Biden. I feel like allegedly there's something in her contract where she's got to be pro-blue. Allegedly, 0 facts here. And I've been feeling this with fucking big time labels all the time because why do celebrities talk so much about who to vote for? I understand being passionate, that's one thing. But some of them come off as crooked. I'm going to be honest with you. All alleged, 0 facts here, none whatsoever. I feel like there's something in her contract where she has to speak ill on the red team because she's bought by the blue team. No facts here. 0. None whatsoever. I'm just a crazy lady with cards. How could I possibly know the truth? So that's also probably why she has to move accordingly, because it's like, what I'm seeing, I know this is going to sound nuts, y'all. I didn't intend for this to happen, but I'm not going to die down what I'm getting. What I'm seeing is like, the higher up you make financially, the more you got to pick a side. It's almost, again, I've seen this before. They're all intertwined. What I'm seeing is like, you know how you have like back before AirPods, you had string headphones, and you know how it's all tangled up and it takes forever to untangle it? That's what I'm seeing, except I'm seeing like music industry, pharma, gov, Amazon. Like, anyone heard of Bilderberg meetings? Just Google that and you'll kind of understand what I'm saying. But I think that's why they were telling me that she needed to speak to someone else first, because all of this is a game. Like, does she care? Yeah, but there's some more tea here that I'm getting, where it's like, these celebrities are bought off by the sides that they chose to pick. So I feel like she has to move accordingly. I almost wonder if she's not a fan of the blue side, if she's not a fan of either, and that's why she's upset. But I think this is more a call to like, hey guys, just so you know, celebrities are bought off. Like, that's more the vibe, because it's like, if they start speaking in regards to politics, you might want to look at why they're doing that. Because I just keep seeing like, I'm seeing, what is it? SpongeBob, the manager that's like money hungry. That's what I'm seeing in my mind's eye. It's like money. She's too busy worried about her love or lack thereof, and how she can transition to make herself relevant again, like she's not already. I don't really understand her energy. I never really do. Right back to relations. This girl can't think about these kids. She's too worried about her love life. I'm not rereading for Travis. I'm not doing it today. I just don't feel like it. But there's something here about her relationship not being what she wants it to be. I feel like, is football over? I don't really know how that works. Does he got too much free time now? Because it's almost like you're in my energy too much. I don't like it. Get away. Like, that's kind of the vibe here. It's like, or maybe, why is my camera bugging out? Thank you. There's something here. Dude! I feel like something's trying to get our attention because I'm not touching it. I'm not moving. And it's just, look at it. It's thumping like a heartbeat. I don't know if you guys can see it the way I can. Can I make it stop? There we go. Okay. Jesus, really? It's so weird how it was doing it like a heartbeat. Anyway, there's something here about Travis not being in the up and up. So she's really not thrilled about that, but I'm not reading into their relationship. Her feelings towards this is barely coming up. What I'm getting, does she care? Yeah. It seems like she had to go through some sort of publicist or something first in order to say something. And it also feels like she's too concerned about her relationship and theatrics online. And then there's also something here about making sure she moves correctly because she's team blue. So I wouldn't be shocked if she uses this to be like, this is why we can't support the red side and we need change now. If she says something like that, there's a King of Wands here. There's a businessman that's making her talk like that. And frankly, I don't think she gives a shit about politics, if I'm being honest with you. And the people that talk about it, I don't think they do either. I firmly believe it's in their contract somewhere. But yeah, back deck energy, walking on eggshells, sadness. Travis, are you kidding me? Oh, but then also, okay, double message. Cool. She's being careful what to say when it comes to the red side. That's Trump, too. It's like, I got to move carefully. 9 of Wands, I'm walking on eggshells. Because I made a deal. I really, truly feel like some of these celebrities, in their contracts, they have to pick a side. Because it's like, maybe she, like, for instance, this is an example, right? Like, maybe she feels like this isn't Trump's fault. Maybe she feels like people are just peopling. But maybe she has to say, if the blue team were to win, we wouldn't have to worry about this because of gun laws and blah, blah, blah. So I would just say, because this is what Spirit's more so bringing me to say, when celebrities are talking about politics, really think about why they're saying what they're saying. because chances are they're bought off. Because it just seems like most celebrities don't really give a shit about politics. I think they feel the way we do, like we're up Schitt's Creek without a paddle. You know what I mean? But this is barely reading about the kids. Okay, here's something about kids. It's more like cyclical behavior. This always happens. How do I make people feel better about the situation? This has happened in history before. Let me read the receipts of what people said in the past so that I can bring some form of comfort to the general public. So just tailor care within the bandwidth that she can. But that's not really saying a lot because it seems like there's something going on with her and Travis where she's getting buyer's remorse is kind of the vibe. Is football season over? Does he have too much free time? That's kind of giving me the vibe. It's like, you know, like when it's really hot and then your spouse touches you and you're like, no offense, I love you, but get off me. That's kind of the energy that I feel. So I think she's starting to get the ick, but I've been feeling that for a while. I feel like that's just kind of a ticking time bomb. But anything else, Spirit? Yeah, I think she just wanted to put out, like, hey, I care. This is me showing myself again. But I think she's limited to what she can and can't say, like most celebrities are. So I'm going to leave it there, besties. If you would like to book a private reading with me, my website's in the description box below. Thank you to everybody that sits through the ads. I truly appreciate it. Thank you to all my regulars for watching my videos, my besties. I love you guys so, so, so much. I'm sending you so much good energy. Unfortunately, this is just a sad event, and it happens all the time, and it's going to continue to happen. So I have no problem covering it to make sure that we don't make up shit that's not really happening. This just seems like a tragic event, then more opportunistics to create another tragic event. And people that are celebrities that should shut the hell up, because when you have a following like that, you can make moves without meaning to. And I think this is just all what happens when a bunch of unhealed people keep running their mouths. You know what I mean? So I'm going to leave it there, besties. You guys let me know how you felt about this video down in the comment section. And I will see you guys in my next video. Thank you so, so, so much for watching. Love you, besties.